when we say how, when we say how do we make leaders and teams better, what we're basically saying is it's like taking each one of us as a human being and giving us 5 times the power of our sight.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now bring this analogy away from the human body and the eagle to the organization and the leaders and teams, is you want to give leaders and teams the peripheral vision, which is a full understanding of the top to bottom and the left to right, and give them enough of the ability to zero in on where the opportunity is. And when you do that, you become an apex predator because you're giving yourself the best probability of success, right? So this is what we see. When we say, how are we making teams and leaders better? This is how we're making teams and leaders better. By creating a landscape that gives them that top to down, left to right view to zero in on what needs to be zeroed in on. And that's the jobs to be done stuff, right? So give them the peripheral vision with the power and the ability of the binocular vision to go fix the job to be done for that time.
Right.
This is it.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to keep you on this flow, but this peripheral vision, this binocular, the peripheral vision is to the ego as helping the leader to understand what the whole of leadership excellence looks like. What makes me good and what makes my business good. The binocular vision helps them to understand. This is, to me, the important lesson. It's not just to understand, for example, where are the problems, but like you said, Vid, it's kind of where to hunt.
Yeah.
So it might not necessarily be a heat mapped red zone.
Correct.
You may say, oh, okay, it's from a current capability perspective, it's green for me. I'm already pretty good at it. However, my current business situation is such that I am being asked to innovate. I'm being asked to do it with more speed. I am being asked to do it with more responsiveness. So if those are the three asks of me as a leader inside of my organization, I can use my peripheral vision to understand the whole of leadership excellence. I may be less worried about places where I'm weak. I may be more concerned about targeting in on those places that are going to help me to hunt for innovation, speed, and responsiveness, regardless of whether or not my skill set, is
exactly.
I think,
do you know what I mean? That to me,
I think that's yes. That's what's missing.
The CFO saying
don't just tell me what I need to work on. Help me understand where I'm going, or where, what that whole picture looks like, and then hone in on the areas that are most important. Not, well, I'm weak here, so I got to go take a class about this. Well, that might not be relevant at all to what my team or my business or is trying to accomplish. So why focus there? Let's pull it together and understand. If I understand, what excellence looks like broadly, and in that left to right, up and down, then that's exactly what leaders need. Is okay, now I come up to a situation or a scenario or whatever I'm challenged with. Now I can get that binocular vision out and hone in on exactly whether I need to work on something, or it just is an area to focus, right? That's where the focus of me and my team should be today for this challenge, or for this for this business opportunity, or whatever we're tackling at the time.
Yeah, and Rob, and you're right, and the visual that I'm getting is this. Yes, so swoop in for the kill. In this case, swoop in for the opportunity, and then swoop back to your 10,000 feet and get back to your peripheral vision to say what's going on in the landscape, what's changing, right? Where do I need to go next? That's the beauty of this. When we say the analogy of the eagle eye to just to pick on existing paradigms, if you may. The old school paradigm to me is like if eagles were functioning under the old school paradigm of leadership development, they'd be flying into the sides of our mountains every single day. And if we were worried about bald eagles going extinct, it would have happened already. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. And
I don't mean to be laughing at
or they'd go hungry.
They go hungry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're bouncing from lake to lake, field to field, looking for without being able to, recalibrate themselves on where the
if
food
they're
actually
dodging
is.
the mountains. Yeah, if they're dodging the mountains.
Right.
Yeah.